6 o'clock? Okay, everybody ready? Okay, we've got 6 o'clock. Call this meeting to order. Need a motion to approve the agenda.
I so move.
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Let's say a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. And public comment time here. If we don't have any public comment right now, we'll have JD.
Yeah. Fine.
Did we have one? Oh,
Yeah, I just wanted to make a
So-
quick comment.
oh, go ahead.
I'm Jeff Eshelman from Essex. We have the home base Iowa coming to Essex. There's supposed to be a representative from Governor Reynolds' office coming Friday to present the city. I just wanted to make sure you guys are all invited.
Next Friday.
Anybody want a copy of this?
Yeah.
Tomorrow or next Friday?
It's Friday, yes, sorry, not Good Friday.
Okay.
It's Friday the
Okay.
5th.
Friday the 5th.
What time is it, Jeff?
10 a.m. refreshments will be served
Is
Oh,
it at
good.
the Opera House?
at a beautiful opera house.
Yes, it's very pretty. Very nice.
Okay, thank you for the announcement. Anything else? Make JD get up now. That's, we good? If not right now, go ahead, JD. Let's do it again. That's good exercise for JD.
It is a good evening in Page County.
Mhm.
JD King, Page County Engineer. Earlier this week, we had crews burning brush after the weekend rains. We burnt Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday, the crews are back out cutting brush, and we sent the blades out to move dirt around where we had cut the edges, working those segments in specifically. And one of the districts in the center near the landfill, or based out of the landfill, that district had the most material out and took a fair amount of complaints, but it needed work there. And we did resume the rock haul on Wednesday also. Like I said, the other crew went back to brushing trees, and the shear and the hose are working south of Coyne on H Avenue, where there's a pipe been out for several years there near Anderson's. And then on 280th Street also, there's another large pipe. Well, it's a rather long pipe. It's not large diameter pipe, but it's a long double elbow pipe that we're doing some tree work because we're going to do some pipe work during the summer. Pulled all the wings off, number 4 and number 7. The guys with the hoe crew replaced the track idler on the old hoe. When number 8's in Atlantic, and when they get it ready for us to pick up, we're going to take number 2 to Atlantic and bring number 8 back. They're going to work on the engine of number 2. It's warranty work.
Is number 2 the one that rebuilt, or which
That's
one's
the
that?
rebuilt one, and it's been burning more oil than it should. So they're gonna check it over. And the weed commissioner's working on the spray truck. He's been gone a bit, and so I don't have a up-to-date how soon it'll be going, but I know they got in parts from Doltmeyer, but he didn't tell me it's ready to go yet. The construction continues on 190th Street Bridge. They're done with the deck forming. I spoke to the superintendent this afternoon. The steel tying crews in, the first mat's down. They're working on the second mat. So by the end of the day tomorrow, steel should be in place. And the rails are there, the deck machines on site. And so They haven't picked a day for the deck pour, but I would anticipate it to be next week or the second week in April. Contract paperwork that we did a couple weeks ago for 140, Farm to Market 147, which is J55, and 148, which is the rock haul, is all complete. We're planning to start the rock haul on Monday, this coming Monday. And the Essex North Bridge, which we're planning to let in October, we're working on check plans and finishing that design up. We're doing some utility checks this week. Also have planned a public hearing for the 11th of April on the 5-year construction program and the DOT budget. That'd be a second Thursday there. Questions for the engineer's update?
On 290th west of College Springs, I had some calls on that.
Okay.
Were they working that road over pretty hard, or what was the awful muddy?
Could been, and we'll, that stretch is not on the contract haul, but we know about it. We're hauling our own rock too.
Okay.
Has Troy got through all of his testing?
He's got through all of his testing and he passed the test.
Oh, good.
Good, good.
And he's been back and forth with the DOTs, or the IDOLS folks up at the state. So he is registered.
Good.
And now that's the next thing on the agenda, is for the board to appoint Troy Edwards as a Page County Weed Commissioner. And then there's a form for you to sign, the chairman to sign. So if you could take care of that.
Okay, with that item, then we'll make a motion on that.
I'll move that we appoint Troy Edwards as Page County Weed Commissioner.
Second.
A second, motion second. We all understand our discussion on that? If not, we'll vote on that.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Okay, thank you. 321. This is one of my performance measures. One of my performance measures.
One of them. Okay. Got that done. We should have made that part of that a long time ago, huh? That's right, okay. Next up, we have the agenda number 6 there, Cowboy Church and High Road to use the courthouse lawn for Saturday evening, June 22nd.
Have they filled out the application?
I don't know, and he can do that, but I got a text from Scott wanting me to put this on there so they can fill that out. They did it last year.
Okay.
So do we sign the application? He said he will have insurance. He talked to city council, they'll have even their own liability insurance and stuff, so they do that every year. They will need the bathrooms to be open, so I don't know, are they working? Can somebody look at them some more? I'll be available to unlock them and lock them back up, but that evening they'll need somewhere, so that's 2 months out. Or
Check with Troy.
they will need those. But,
Do you need a motion?
yeah, we could do that for everybody else, so I guess,
Okay.
make a motion on that.
Yep, I'll make a motion that Cowboy Church and High Road can use the courthouse lawn in the evening of Saturday, June 22nd.
And they'll probably set up all day, or in the afternoon anyway, but yeah. Okay?
I'd second that with, but they need to fill out the application like everybody does.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, got a motion and a second. They'll fill out the application. Discussion on that? All vote?
Yes.
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 Okay. I'll say if anybody's not ever came to that, that's a wonderful thing to attend. Really good. Okay, next up is number 7, we have the solar ordinance. And we've been working on that and studying more this week, and like I said, Todd got some answers. I didn't get to read all those answers he got. in the email. from-
Yeah, they're very
They're very
in-depth.
good.
I didn't get to
Very
go over that yet,
A
so,
lot of stuff I didn't know, so.
reached out to the developer and asked them some questions, and they sent back some answers. I did, a few weeks ago, printed off the Madison County ordinance, and it's very thorough. Maybe we don't need everything, but it is a really good, thorough, put-together thing, so. I kinda like it for a base, and we can see what doesn't fit and cut out. If we need to cut some stuff out, that's fine, but I myself think it's,
Well, I just like the way it was formatted. Now,
Very formatted,
I
nice.
do agree that we probably don't need to have everything that's in
Right.
here.
we don't have covered bridges, so,
Yeah, it'd be neat if we did.
yeah. I don't think we do, but I know of.
But yeah, so I just thought it'd be a good, I mean, we can highlight some sections that you think are prudent to something we would want to put, and you could then copy and paste.
And I don't know that we need the
Basically.
soil and water conservation involved either. You know, I like their definitions,
Yeah,
but I think there are some things that we don't need to do.
And the next, this might not even be about this project we're dealing with, it's about the next one there or two down the road.
I know, but still,
So-
I don't think we need to involve all of those
So need
other
to read
other
that,
entities.
read that through and see how we could, if we want to cut some entities out of it, and how we make sure that still flows.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do? I'm good with that one. We can kind of just go through and maybe start sectioning out some of the things.
what I thought is then each of us could kind of go through it, and you can, what you think is prudent to what we want to do as a county, and then we'll have discussions
Well, if we
and
cross
kind
out
of weed it
some of
out.
this,
Because, yeah, I mean, a lot of it, some of it's not going to apply to us,
Right.
obviously, but I think, the important pieces,
the basic, normal stuff, yeah.
some of, like I think the one thing I liked about it in here was they had talk about an escrow set up. There was one set up for complaints, to deal with any complaints. They also had a pretty decent setback from a non-participating landowner. Now, they did have a 15-foot height limit. I was talking, or in that questions that I sent him, William, he said that, a lot of times the 20-foot is based off the panel. It's not, they're not usually at full tilt, so they're not usually full height. But then if they went below, he said below 10 foot, then you'd have to have either a bigger area to get the same amount of kilowatts generated, because you'd have smaller panels, so you just have to have more rows. The other thing I liked about that was in their, they had to have not windbreaks, but trees around the field, the solar field, basically, the evergreens to keep, to make it look, or a fence that had some type of print on it or something that just aesthetically it looked good. But yeah, I mean, the decommissioning, I think that's, another thing we just need to make sure. I thought they did a pretty good job of listing out decommissioning. I thought then our road use agreement that we had with wind ordinance could be just the same. I would say
It
just
could be the same thing.
use that for the general.
I think the sound, if they do make sound, it is about the same as what we put in the wind already.
Yeah.
Same 40 decibel, the same thing.
Yeah.
So-
Judy, you were gonna say something, sir?
I was just gonna say, I think it should be the 20 feet.
Was Mills
Because that's
only
what he's talking
15?
about.
Fremont might
One
only
of
be
them was
15 also.
20, at least one of them,
20 feet
I
Yeah.
forget which
Tall.
one was which.
yeah,
height? Oh, okay.
so,
I guess it's Fremont County was 15 feet. I see that here.
Mills County had 15,
Yeah.
Oh,
but,
What I would propose is, take a week, look at it, kind of start getting some ideas, and then come back next week and we'll just keep kind of hashing out.
Well,
It shouldn't
that's-
take, I wouldn't think this will take as long as the wind did.
it shouldn't.
if we're okay with that one as the template, then we just gotta figure out what you wanna leave and keep.
We've got plenty of examples here.
Right. I did look,
To go
and in
by.
the Fremont's 15 feet and Mills is 15 feet, both of them.
I did like their feeder lines are buried at 10 feet on.
Would be the same as what we did for wind. Okay.
And
The
then,
height.
the light poles, so they do have to have light poles or lights on them, and I think their light poles in here were 30 feet, limited to 30 feet
Maximum
tall,
30
yeah,
feet.
height. They do have to be set up so they do not show glare onto roads
Right.
or houses, which is nice.
Or an airport, which I don't
Or
think
an
is gonna
airport.
matter to this,
Yeah,
but it's
and
not about
I think
this.
5 miles from an airport, has to be so.
This isn't necessarily about this project, it's about something in the future, so.
Yep.
Well, then I'm good with that, we'll use that as a template, so what do we, just pick out what stays and goes, and once we pick that out, then we need to make sure we've legally, it's still correct, or still.
The other thing, I think it had size limits of farms, so how many
This one
acres?
said 500
500 acres or
Yeah.
something, yeah, it was the limit, which probably need to have some kind of limit in there, we don't wanna get real, have carried away, but.
Well, so I guess just go through this one with a highlighter, if everybody's good with this being the base. Because some things are the same as the Fremont Mills, they just have more
Maybe we
detail.
just need to compare and,
See the differences?
yeah.
Yeah, I think we
Mills,
could,
Fremont Mills and Montgomery, we're all pretty
pretty close.
close,
Yeah.
yes.
And I think we could compare everything and highlight what we want and then be done,
But
is my feeling, but,
I don't think we need to drag it out.
so,
no.
I don't have a problem with much, most of this looks pretty good, and having a way to resolve a resolution, or a complaint if we have one is nice, like you
Yep.
said. The noise thing, I think, should read the same, I think this one almost does read exactly the same. It's the
Was the
wind.
permit fee the same?
I couldn't find the permit.
Well, the
didn't
permit
see a
fee is
permit.
$1,000.
I know there's,
On this Madison
is,
County
but I
one,
didn't
but-
remember seeing it in the other.
I didn't see what they had
It's in there.
in Mills or
I
Montgomery
just saw
or,
one, it wasn't very much. Is that $1,000 for the whole project?
no, it was $1,000 per something. I got it.
They had a chart here.
Oh, here,
I just saw.
application,
$1,000 per MW,
Megawatt.
megawatt,
megawatt, yeah, for each. But then there's a chart.
I just saw that.
I
too,
guess
and
that's
can't
just the
find
fee.
it. Three pages here. Permit, building permit.
Yeah, the Fremont County one is pretty well spelled out, but their fee is
Per megawatt, is that where it's, oh, right there in the back.
per
Yeah,
kilowatt.
Per
They're
kilowatt.
using kilowatt.
So we need to convert that to see what the,
And this one, Montgomery County, doesn't say megawatt or kilowatt.
yeah. Well, that's something good to figure out, how we
Yeah,
get those
how we
all
do it.
compared to each other in actual same watts, same
Right.
measurement.
They also didn't have an application where Montgomery County has an application in theirs. Be nice to see one.
Did it, and I don't remember seeing, I know this one does have, like, if it's not operational for a certain amount of time, then it needs to be decommissioned. Kind of like the wind turbine was, that if
If
it's,
they leave it alone for a year or something.
yeah, if it just sits there, then it is the owner's duty to, where was that?
Like dismantle it?
Yeah,
If they abandon it, is what
Yeah.
happens.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't see if they go to that much trouble to put it in, they're gonna abandon it very, very soon, but.
I don't know, like I said, I don't know the similarities or not, but I know at the landfill, flat screen TVs and different things like that, it cost us, when they have recycle days,
Well-
it costs the landfill money to get rid of those. They're
Yeah.
not, you
And-
can't just dump them in the landfill.
Right, and
So I
what-
don't know.
Did
Well, they
you- so
have
he did
a way to-
answer, they have
Yeah,
they have
a
a
way to get
company
rid
that
of
they deal
That will
with that
take
takes them.
Yes,
For sure.
And that's what William said.
We'd have to have that in some kind of
Mid-America.
writing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't
would
think we'd
cost a
want to
fortune.
take them to the landfill. We
No,
don't
you
want 'em-
can't.
No, it's their responsibility
Yeah.
to do it, but
And
they.
it sounds
have
like
a
they
company-
recycle some of it.
Said they have a
There's-
company in Iowa to do it,
Yeah,
that they work with, so.
yep, and since they don't have the toxic chemicals in them like some do, so there is different kinds. So one thing I would like to do is I don't think this one spells it out very well, but maybe not allow those toxic ones, you know, just because of I guess the harshness and the chance that it could contaminate the ground and if it broke or leaked.
Well, we need to get the fee structure figured out, because I'd compare all the different ones and get them broke to the same scale, and all that. So I'll go through this and cross out and highlight stuff,
You did-
basically.
The other thing I was wondering, do we want anything for residential as well?
I don't think
Or
that's
not?
regulated right now.
No, it's not
And that's fine.
regulated.
Is that
Yeah.
what?
It's anything under a certain size.
Yeah,
Okay, so,
residential's completely different, so.
okay, I didn't know if we wanted to regulate that or if there was rules for that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Or they would have to, if they got too big a thing underneath this, they would have to go to the Board of Adjustment if it was something special.
Have you seen the one east of Bedford? It's by the house, really nice house, then it has,
Oh, no,
it
I
has
haven't. No.
solar panels right there. Doesn't
There's
look bad at
several on
all, it
roofs.
doesn't, I mean, it's not being covered, it's
Yeah.
very visible, but it doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah,
There's several on roofs too, on different buildings, they
Yeah.
put them on roofs, and farm sheds and stuff, but.
yeah,
An acre of them might be different than 1,000 acres of them, I don't know. Well, this is definitely more spelled out, and I think would make a pretty good start.
okay.
So our heights, I mean, except we gotta go through height, we gotta go through setback, fees, the same things. The two I have in front of me are all 15 feet, besides Madison County.
Yeah,
It's just how, I think if one's coming in there, of course, we all know about this one that we're talking about, but the next one down the road, it'd be nice if people knew it was gonna happen before it was done. So having some kind of a,
yeah, I
Public-
think in
public-
here it says that they have
Make
to
it
come,
public.
yeah, public hearing, or not a public hearing, but at least public is aware of the project
Posted.
and where it's gonna be and
Yeah.
the map and things like that.
And I don't think we need to go into as much public hearing stuff as they've
No.
got in here.
maybe a simpler version
A
of it.
very simpler
Yeah.
version of it, yes, to make people
It's
aware.
very detailed.
Yeah, and I don't think we need that.
Yeah.
Well, try to simplify that, let's go
Yep.
home and try to simplify that, because there's a lot of things, we get calls and other things, like, I didn't know this was happening, it's like, it's nice that we can say we had a public hearing and everybody can know
Right.
what's going on. Okay, well,
Yep.
I don't know, this, I guess go through here and see what we don't think fits, that'd be the easiest way.
Yeah,
So is that what we wanna do?
Yep. sounds
Next
good.
week, we'll see what doesn't fit.
Yep. Come back and we'll
Change them.
have all your copies marked up or,
But it's pretty complete, so if we cross a few things out, it might be about done. Okay. Anything else on that?
so work on that next time.
Yeah, we'll take this one and simplify, or whatever you think needs to be.
So our next meeting is a day meeting, April 4th. Can we go, we talked about going to the Vets Building in
Yep.
Shenandoah. Can we have our meeting and then go over after
I
that?
was thinking that's what we'd do, just
Okay.
put it at the end of the agenda.
Right.
We'll
So whenever
recess.
we're done, we'll go.
We'll drive over there, whatever time it is. She said she was good with that.
Okay, sounds good.
So we'll just show up over there, then go on recess and let her show us our projects, then we'll adjourn over there.
okay,
That's good. So April 4th,
so
um,
April 4th.
we could talk about this and then head to Shenandoah. Okay. Anything else on this? So, we're done on the solar ordinance, we'll go to communication, kind of like that, our next meeting's at 9 o'clock in the morning here. And we'll go to Shenandoah afterwards to the Veterans Affairs building. Anything else? Communication?
No, I had a SWPCO meeting today. And they had a grand opening for their new offices there in Atlantic. Of course, I Zoomed, so I didn't get any cookies.
Okay.
So, but yeah, but the conference room looked really nice from the Zoom, so. And then I had Zion meeting on Monday, I went to, or Zoomed into. So, and then I think I've got a I think it's a West Central meeting coming up next week, and then a Board of Health on the 2nd.
Are you having meetings with EMS?
EMS, yeah, I'm not sure when our meeting is.
Okay.
I think it's,
I was gonna try to get that information to Ty from
oh, I've got that. so
ISAC.
I'll-
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I made a copy of it,
Okay,
so yeah, I planned on giving it to
Okay,
him,
good.
but, is that all right?
sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know
took-
whether you did or not.
Yeah, no, I picked
I
up-
took some pictures of
Oh, I
the
did too.
presentation, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, I'm not sure exactly when that's gotta be coming up. It's usually maybe the first, it might be Monday too, I'm not sure. He usually sends out something, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen anything, so.
Okay, anything else? Come back next Thursday morning. Do we have any claims tonight? No bills? Well, that's good. Okay. There's the minutes. Let's see here.
This is, yeah,
And just the last deal on the last thing here. There you go. Here, let me get two of these here.
2 copies.
Yeah, there's 2 copies there. Oh, that one I didn't write on. Make sure there's something written on that one. Does
Jacob,
that have something on the back page?
that was mine. I just,
Do the same thing? Yeah,
The only thing that's crossed out is that one line.
that's it. Yeah,
That's
on the
it.
back, we just amended, crossed out the rewritten minutes part, which we've said over and over, it's not rewritten, they're amended. Nothing's been added here. So, that's all I did, so need a motion on that, with these amended minutes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the amended minutes for March 21st per Iowa code, or the to meet the Iowa Public Information Board guidelines.
Okay, I'll second that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
No,
good. Over to the bottom of the agenda, we're good, we can adjourn. Everybody good in here?
Adjourn.
Got a motion?
I move. I still move.
Judy made the motion?
Oh, second.
All those in favor? Aye, we're adjourned, thanks for coming.